So, hi, I'm Sterling Donaldson. I'm owner of Sterling's Kayaks, and I'm also one of the workers in the shop. I work every day in the shop, and my wife Marcia kind of runs the office and takes care of the accounting and keeps me going in a straight line. And my passion is developing and building the best boats that I personally can that will stand the test of time. And we believe in old-fashioned service. When you make a phone call to us, you can talk to me. And when you have a problem with the boat, you can call me and I'll talk to you about it and in most cases, take care of it. You know, we want things the way they used to be. Our next sale usually comes from our last customer, because our customers get just as enthused about our boats as we do, so they become a spokesman for Sterling's Kayaks. Okay, Ron, what we're going to do in your build, because of how you're going to use it and where it's going to be used, what we're going to do, we're going to start with a skin coat in your mold with this material that is S2 glass for abrasion and impact. And then the next layers in the mold, we're going to put 2 layers of this special woven Kevlar, aramid fiber. We're going to go 2 layers of that. We're going to use next layers will be some carbon and chine reinforcements in a special reinforcement carbon. And then 2 additional layers of another special weave carbon fiber on top of that. And then down the impact zones in the bow and the stern, and also what the side seams are made out of, is going to be this 0.45-degree bias for the inside seams and structural reinforcement. But when we go to a 45-degree bias on a stitch bond, you can see no light through it, and we have material going over like this, so there's double thread count coverage on everything. It's twice as strong. We'll infuse this whole package, and it will keep our resin ratios down really low, say 30 to 32%. We have a total here of about 54 ounces of fiber in this boat. We can anticipate a build weight of about 45 to 48 pounds at most. And that will give us a very lightweight, thin structure that's impact resistant and very tough.
I'm a class station. I work for Sterling, and I put together I assemble a kayak for them and try to do the best product I can and make them ultralight.
My name is Ryan Paul, and I work at Sterling's Kayaks and Fiberglass, and I do a little bit of everything, I guess. I build the parts. That's what I mainly do. But kind of like everyone here, we're just kind of trained to do everything, and we all have our hands in every jar that's here.
My name is Jim Teixeira, and I'm doing the gel coating on the boats, cleaning molds, doing a little bit of the tooling work. But basically I do the paint jobs and gel coat. I make everything look nice. Or cool. Or whatever you want.
I've been a sea kayaker since 1996, and I've paddled a lot of different boats over the years. I choose to paddle a Reflection because, honestly, for me and my style of paddling, I felt that the boat didn't limit me. It was the first time that I got into rough water, into flat water, into conditions where, I felt a little bit nervous, and I felt like the boat was going to grow with me. It was the first time in my life where I felt confident and stable in a boat in a huge variety of conditions.
reflection, and I remember the moment that I first saw it on a wave. I saw it surging down the wave into the trough, and you were able to put it on edge, ride it back up to the top of the trough, and then surge right back down again. And I've never seen a seaboat do that. I choose to paddle the Reflection because it does something that no other boat that I've found out there will do. I've paddled lots of sea boats, lots of long boats, boats that are specific for surfing. They have hard rails, they have, a shorter water line so that you can be more maneuverable on a wave, but the Reflection is different in that it's been designed by a whitewater mind. And it's because of that that this boat surfs on a wave, not like a long boat. It surfs like a surfer would.
So being in the Reflection boat is just a marvelous feeling. You instantly become a better kayaker because it does things better. It's designed for surf and it behaves as such. It's got lots of flotation and it's you're never tippy. And when you get in the boat, you just feel like there's a lot of things that you usually get nervous about and you don't.
There's an extra level of playfulness that you can pull out of the wave, be it a standing wave or a surf break. They've got hard rails on them which really perform in the surf and in active water. But also it's not just when you're surfing, but also when you're in the soup or in a messy condition, they're very, very stable. Great secondary stability, and it really kind of instills in you a little bit more confidence than some of the other boats that I've paddled.
I choose Sterling's Reflection in part because of the boat, but more importantly because of the family that I'm a part of. Working with Sterling, he's the first designer or boat builder that I've worked with that actually listens. Recently, his shop burnt down, and it was devastating for us as part of the Sterling family, and of course for him and his family. Because for a minute there, I thought that would be it. Like I thought the shop would shut down and you would be able to come back from that. And I didn't know if sea kayaking could handle that. And just the thought of not having those boats come back and not having those boats be available to other people was crushing. But the exciting thing about Sterling is that not only does his shop burn down and he loses everything, but he doesn't just start building molds again and putting them back out. He gets into those molds and starts tweaking them and fixing all the little things that were little tiny issues for the next generation of the Reflection and the Grand Illusion. And then he asks us, as part of the team or part of the crew of people that own his boats, what changes we'd make before he puts those boats back out again. And we had a meeting and he listened to it and he's made some of those changes to his boats. That kind of dedication to a sport and its athletes is something that I've never experienced before.
I love being a part of the Sterling family just because if anybody that knows me, they might tell you that I'm all about community. And Sterling is a small manufacturer, and he really pays attention to his boaters. He pays attention to what people want in a boat, and he listens. He asks the important questions, and then he makes changes based on the input. And it's such an immediate feedback that you get from a boat manufacturer, something that you're not going to get with a bigger company. It just feels a whole lot like he makes boats for people who are passionate about boating because he is so passionate himself.